In a sunny, peaceful meadow, the day begins softly. The sun rises slowly, painting the sky with warm shades of orange and pink. Each blade of grass dances gently in the breeze. The air is fresh and sweet, filled with the scent of blooming flowers. Daisies and buttercups peek out, their bright colors adding cheer to the green expanse. A soft hum of nature fills the air. Birds sing sweetly from the branches of nearby trees. Their songs are gentle, making a lovely music that wraps around the meadow. A small brook flows nearby, bubbling calmly over smooth stones. The sound of the water blends perfectly with the birdsong, creating a symphony of peace. The sun shines down, warming the ground. A few fluffy clouds float lazily by, casting soft shadows on the grass. Butterflies flutter from flower to flower, their delicate wings sparkling in the sunlight. They move slowly, as if taking their time to enjoy the beauty around them. In this serene setting, a small tortoise emerges from under a bush. His shell glistens like polished wood in the sunlight. He takes a moment to stretch his legs and feel the warmth of the sun on his back. With each step, he moves carefully, appreciating the soft earth beneath him. He feels happy and safe in this quiet place. Nearby, a lively hare hops into the meadow. He is quick and energetic, with soft fur that shines like silver. The hare pauses to look around, taking in the peaceful scene. He notices the tortoise and smiles. The hare admires the tortoise's calm nature and slow pace. The meadow is a beautiful place where time seems to slow down. The sun shines bright, and the breeze whispers through the grass. This is a place for quiet moments and gentle adventures. It is a perfect day for a story to unfold. As the tortoise continues his walk, he enjoys the simple beauty of the meadow. The flowers sway, the birds sing, and everything feels just right. The world is full of wonder, and every moment is a treasure. In a quiet corner of the meadow, there is a small, cozy burrow. This burrow is home to a wise tortoise named Timmy. The entrance is small, just the right size for him to walk through. It is made of soft earth and has a gentle curve. A few bright green leaves hang above, providing shade from the warm sun. Inside, Timmy's home is warm and welcoming. The walls are smooth and cool, and the air smells fresh and earthy. Timmy has made his home comfortable. There are soft mosses on the ground, forming a gentle bed for him to rest. In one corner, he keeps his favorite stones. Each stone is different, with smooth shapes and rich colors. They remind him of special moments he has experienced in the meadow. Timmy is wise and thoughtful. He loves to watch the world around him. Each day he peeks out of his burrow to see the flowers bloom and the grass dance in the wind. He listens to the songs of the birds and the whispers of the leaves. Every sound brings him peace. As he sits at the entrance, the sun shines brightly above him. It casts warm rays that gently touch his shell. Timmy closes his eyes and enjoys the warmth. He thinks about his friends in the meadow. There are many animals, each with their own stories. Timmy loves to share stories with them. He tells tales of adventure and lessons learned. Today, Timmy feels a little different. He sees the tall grass sway and remembers the story of the speedy hare. The hare is fast and full of energy. He runs through the meadow, laughing and playing. But Timmy knows that being fast is not the only way to win. He believes in taking things slow and steady, just like he does every day. Timmy smiles to himself. He knows that even the fastest animals can learn from those who are slower. He thinks about how each creature in the meadow has its own special gifts. He feels grateful for the chance to be part of such a beautiful place. With a deep breath, Timmy decides to take a walk. He will visit his friends and share his thoughts. As he steps out into the meadow, he feels the soft grass beneath his feet. The air is fresh, and the day is bright. Timmy is ready for a new adventure, one step at a time. In a sunny meadow, not far from the tortoise's home, there lived a lively hare named Hare. Hare was not just any hare. He was known for his speed and energy. His soft brown fur shone brightly in the warm sunlight. He loved to hop and play, dancing through the tall grass. Hare was full of life, and always excited about the day ahead. Every morning he would wake up with the sun. He stretched his long legs and wiggled his ears. Happy chirps from the birds filled the air, and Hare would smile. Each morning felt like a new adventure waiting to happen. He would race through the fields, his feet barely touching the ground. He enjoyed the feeling of the wind rushing past his face. It made him feel free and happy. Hare loved to explore the meadow. He would jump over flowers and dodge between trees. He would sometimes stop to play with the butterflies. They flitted around him like tiny, colorful clouds. Hare would laugh as he chased them, his heart full of joy. This was his favorite way to spend the day. One bright afternoon, Hare decided to invite his friends for a game. He gathered the other animals in the meadow, quick rabbits, playful squirrels, and even a wise old owl. "Let's have a race," he said, bouncing excitedly. The other animals cheered. They loved to race with Hare, even if they could not run as fast as he could. Before the race, Hare looked around and spotted the tortoise, slow and steady, watching quietly from a distance. "Hey, Tortoise," he called, a playful grin on his face. "Why don't you join us? You can't be serious about racing. You are much too slow." The other animals giggled, but the tortoise just smiled softly. He knew he was slow, but he was also wise. Hare, filled with energy, continued to run around the meadow. He did not worry about the race or the tortoise. Instead, he enjoyed every moment, leaping high and feeling the soft grass beneath his paws. His laughter echoed through the meadow, a cheerful sound that filled the warm air. Painting the sky with pinks and oranges, Hare finally stopped to rest. He lay down in the grass, feeling content and happy. The meadow was peaceful, and Hare looked forward to the next day of fun. One sunny day, the air was warm and bright. The sun smiled down on the green meadow. The flowers opened their petals wide, showing off their lovely colors. Timmy the tortoise and Hare the hare were playing together. They laughed and enjoyed the beautiful day. As they rested under a big, shady tree, Hare bounced around excitedly. He loved to run and jump. He felt fast and full of energy. Timmy looked up at Hare and smiled. "You are very fast, Hare," he said slowly, "but I am not so fast." Hare laughed, his ears flopping with joy. "That's true, Timmy, but I think you can be fast too, if you try." Timmy shrugged his shoulders. He was not sure about that. Running fast was not easy for him. Suddenly, Hare had an idea. "Let's have a race. We can see who is the fastest," he shouted. His eyes sparkled with excitement. Timmy's heart beat a little faster at the thought. He knew he was slow, but he liked the idea of a race. It could be fun. "Okay, Hare," Timmy said with a calm voice. "Let's have a race." They picked a spot near the big old tree. It was a good place to start. The grass was soft, and the ground was flat. "We will race to the big rock by the river," Hare said, pointing into the distance. Timmy nodded. He could see the big rock shining in the sun. It looked far away, but that did not make him nervous. "Let's count to 3 and then go," Timmy said. Hare agreed, and they both got ready. 1, 2, 3, they shouted together. With that, Hare jumped forward, quick as a flash. He flew across the grass, leaving little clouds of dirt behind. Timmy moved more slowly, taking careful steps. He watched as Hare raced ahead. The hare was fast, and he seemed to enjoy every moment of it. As Hare ran, he glanced back at Timmy and laughed. "You are so slow, Timmy. I will win for sure," he called out, his voice playful. Timmy just smiled. He knew he was slow, but he kept moving forward. He focused on each step, feeling the soft grass beneath his feet. The race was just beginning. The sun shined brightly, and the warm wind gently blew. Timmy felt calm, happy to be part of this special moment. The sun rose slowly in the sky, casting a warm glow over the field. The air was fresh and filled with the sweet scent of blooming flowers. Animals began to gather, their whispers mixing with the soft rustle of leaves. They were all excited for the race between the tortoise and the hare. The tortoise stood at the starting line, his shell shining brightly in the sunlight. He took a deep breath and felt the cool breeze on his face. He was calm and focused. Next to him, the hare bounced up and down, his long ears twitching with energy. He was full of confidence and ready to win. Around the starting line, curious animals came closer. The wise old owl perched on a nearby branch, watching everything with keen eyes. A group of rabbits hopped nervously, their tiny hearts racing as they whispered about the two competitors. A family of squirrels chattered excitedly, their fluffy tails flicking back and forth as they watched to see who would win. As the animals gathered, the atmosphere became lively. A playful fox danced around, trying to get everyone cheering. "Who will win?" he called out with a sly grin. "Will it be the fast hare or the steady tortoise?" The crowd cheered, their voices blending in a joyful melody. The tortoise smiled gently at the crowd. He knew many were unsure of him. They thought the hare was too fast for him. But the tortoise had a secret. He believed in himself. He believed that slow and steady could win the race. The hare, on the other hand, was noisy and full of bravado. He laughed and boasted, "I will finish before the sun sets." His laughter echoed through the field, making some animals giggle while others frowned. They worried the hare might be too proud. As the sun climbed higher, a wise old tortoise named Grandma Tilly waddled to the front. She raised her voice, calming the excitement. "Now, dear friends," she said softly, "let us remember that this race is not just about winning. It's about friendship and fun." The crowd nodded, feeling the warmth of her words. The tension eased and everyone smiled. They were here to enjoy the moment, whatever the outcome. Finally, the animals took their places. The starting whistle blew, and the race was about to begin. Timmy the tortoise moved carefully along the path. He did not rush. Instead, he took his time to enjoy the world around him. The sun was shining brightly in the sky. It warmed his little shell. A gentle breeze whispered through the trees. It felt soft against his back. As he walked, Timmy noticed colorful flowers by the side of the road. Their petals were bright and cheerful. Red, yellow, and blue danced in the wind. He smiled as he saw a butterfly flutter from flower to flower. It seemed to enjoy the warm day just as much as he did. Timmy continued on his journey, feeling the soft grass beneath his feet. It was cool and refreshing. Every step was a small adventure. He could hear birds singing sweet songs. They filled the air with their lovely melodies. Timmy liked to stop for a moment and listen. The sounds made him feel peaceful. The trees were tall and wise. Their leaves rustled softly, telling stories of the past. Timmy looked up at their branches reaching toward the sky. Some leaves were bright green, while others were turning golden. Autumn was coming, and the colors were changing. As he walked, Timmy found a small stream. The water sparkled in the sun like tiny diamonds. He bent down to take a drink. The water was cool and clear. It refreshed him, and he felt ready to continue his journey. Timmy took a moment to breathe deeply. The air was fresh and filled with the scent of grass and flowers. He felt happy and calm. He thought about how lucky he was to be outside in such a beautiful place. With each step, Timmy felt strong and steady. He remembered that slow and steady wins the race. He did not need to hurry. The race was not just about winning. It was about enjoying the journey. As he continued along the path, Timmy saw a family of rabbits jumping in the field. They played happily, their laughter ringing through the air. Timmy waved at them, and they waved back with their little paws. He felt grateful for all the beauty around him. Timmy smiled, knowing that every moment was special. He moved forward step by step, with a steady pace, ready for whatever lay ahead. As the sun began to rise, a warm light spread across the meadow. The air was fresh and filled with the scent of wildflowers. Hare the hare stretched his long legs. He felt strong and ready. He looked at Timmy the tortoise, who was slowly moving forward. Hare laughed cheerfully. "You are so slow, Timmy. Look how fast I can go," Hare said, his voice full of excitement. With a big leap, he dashed away. His feet barely touched the ground. In a flash, he was out of sight. The world around him blurred as he zoomed past flowers and tall grass. The wind tickled his ears, and his heart raced with joy. Hare was enjoying every moment. He felt like the king of the meadow, and he wanted everyone to see how fast he could run. Up ahead, a family of rabbits watched him go by. They cheered and clapped, amazed by Hare's speed. "Go, Hare! You are so fast!" they shouted, hopping with delight. Hare couldn't help but smile. He loved being the fastest animal in the meadow. As he ran, he took a moment to look back. He could see Timmy moving at his usual slow pace. Hare shook his head and chuckled. "That tortoise will never catch me," he thought. Feeling confident, he decided to take a little break. Hare found a soft patch of grass near a big tree. It was cool and inviting. He lay down and looked up at the leaves swaying gently in the breeze. "I have plenty of time," he said to himself with a grin. "I can relax for a moment." As he rested, Hare listened to the sounds of the meadow. Birds chirped sweetly above him, and he could hear the rustle of the grass. The sun warmed his fur, making him feel cozy and safe. After a few minutes, Hare opened his eyes. The world around him was peaceful. He thought about how far ahead he was. "I should check on Timmy," he said, feeling a little playful. With a big stretch, he hopped back up, ready to run again. But before he jumped into action, he took one last look. The meadow was beautiful, and for a moment, he thought about how nice it was to be free and fast. With a happy heart, he began to run once more, eager to see what lay ahead. Hare the hare ran fast and felt very proud. He looked back at the slow-moving tortoise and laughed softly. "I am too quick. I can rest for a while," he thought. Hare searched for a nice place to stop. He wanted to enjoy the warm sun and the gentle breeze. Soon he found a big, shady tree. The leaves danced softly in the wind. The tree looked like a perfect spot for a nap. Hare hopped over to the tree and lay down on the cool grass below. He closed his eyes and took a deep breath, feeling the soft earth beneath him. The sun shone above, and the air was warm and gentle. Hare listened to the sounds of nature. He heard birds singing sweet songs high in the branches. The rustling leaves whispered secrets to one another. Everything was calm and peaceful. "I can sleep just for a little while," Hare thought. "I will wake up before the tortoise reaches me." He felt so confident and relaxed. Slowly his breathing became deep and steady. As he lay there, dreams began to visit him. In his dream, Hare was running, leaping over tall flowers and soft hills. He was fast and free. He felt the wind on his face, and he loved the feeling of speed. He smiled in his sleep, dreaming of victory and shining medals. While Hare rested, the tortoise named Tommy continued his slow journey. Tommy was not in a hurry. He moved steadily, putting one foot in front of the other. The sun was still shining, and the path was warm beneath him. As Tommy walked, he noticed the beauty around him. He saw colorful wildflowers in the grass. They danced playfully in the breeze. He heard the soft buzz of bees collecting nectar. Tommy smiled at the world. He was happy to be moving, even if he was slow. Time passed quietly under the shady tree. The sun moved across the sky, and the soft sounds of nature filled the air. Hare continued to sleep, dreaming of his fast legs and bright victories. But as the moments slipped away, the tortoise kept on walking. Step by step, he moved closer to the finish line. He did not worry about the hare. He was focused on his own journey. As the sun began to set, the sky turned soft shades of orange and pink. Timmy the tortoise, moved slowly but surely along the path. He felt the cool breeze brush against his shell. Each step was steady, and Timmy took his time. He was not in a hurry. He remembered the lesson of patience and determination. With every step, he noticed the small details around him. The flowers swayed gently in the wind, their colors bright and cheerful. A bird perched on a branch nearby, singing a sweet melody. Timmy smiled at the beauty of the world. It was a lovely evening, and he felt peaceful. Timmy continued down the path, his heart filled with joy. He recalled the moments of rest he had taken. They had given him strength. Each time he paused, he learned something new about himself. The world was not just about speed. It was also about enjoying the journey. With each small step, he felt more confident and happy. As he approached the finish line, he could see some friends waiting for him. The rabbit was there, looking a bit surprised. Timmy felt a warm glow in his heart. He had not raced just to win. He had raced to discover who he truly was, and now he could see that he was close to his goal. When he finally crossed the finish line, Timmy lifted his head high. A cheerful smile spread across his face. He did it. He had reached the end of the race, not with speed, but with patience and care. His friends clapped and cheered. They admired his spirit and determination. The rabbit smiled too. He realized that sometimes the slow and steady path is the best way. Timmy turned to his friends and thanked them for their support. They shared a moment of happiness together, celebrating not just the finish, but the journey they had taken. As the stars began to twinkle in the darkening sky, Timmy felt calm. His heart was full of joy. He knew that every step he took was a part of his story, and in that moment, surrounded by friends and filled with warmth, he closed his eyes and took a deep breath. Good night, dear friend. Remember, it is not always about how fast you go, but how gently you travel on your path.